Hello. Our today's topic is the transformation of graphs. There are different types of transformation. Today, what we are going to discuss first is this transformation is called shifting of the graph or translation. It's called the translation. So, in the translation of the graph, the shape of the graph will remain the same. If it is an upward graph, it will remain upward, it will not go downward. For example, if I have this graph, let me draw the graph. Suppose this is my graph. Then in the translation of the graph, this graph is only going to, let me select it. So this is the graph. So now this graph will keep shifting. This one, it can go in the positive side of x, negative side of x, negative y, or positive y. The shape will remain the same, only the graph will keep on moving. Let me give you an example. Suppose this is the graph. Now in this graph, this is the coordinate of vertex. So this is called vertex and its coordinate is 0, 0. Now there are two types of shifting. One is on the positive side of x. Another shifting is negative side of x. One is upward, positive y, and another is negative y. So in the translation, we only have four type of transformation of the graph. So if positive direction of x, this is the first one, this is the second type, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. This is the third one, this is the fourth one. This is number one, number two. So number one is, let me select it. So now first is, this is the positive direction of x. This is the first one, first shifting. Second is negative direction of x. Then we have positive direction of y, this shifting. And this is the fourth shifting. So the shape of the graph will remain the same and it will just keep on shifting. Now how do we shift it? For that, we have the rules, and which rules tell us how to shift the graph. For example, and it is all written in this form, that is f x plus a, fx minus a, fx plus a, and fx minus a. If it is outside the bracket, in this case, these two cases, they are going to affect y-axis, and in terms of, if I write a coordinate, only y coordinate. And if the number is inside the bracket, they are going to affect x-axis and x coordinate. So always remember, if it is outside, it's a y-axis. If it is inside, it's a x-axis. When we talk about affecting the y-axis, this is plus a. So it is, we have to add this number into y coordinate. For example, this vertex is say 2 and 3. And we have to find f. Yes, ये लाइनें क्यों खींच रही हो? हाँ? So if the coordinate of this vertex is 2, 3, then it can be written as a column vector called 2 and 3. Now, if the question says fx plus 2, so as I told you, if it is outside, it will only affect the y coordinate. So it means, this means plus 0, 2. So the resulting coordinate will be 2 and 5. Here you can also see, if this is the coordinate, we are putting it 2 up. So this graph will go up. So this is going to be 2 and 5. So this method is going to be applicable in all these questions. So either the graph is going to shift this way, opposite x, up direction, and lower direction. If the question is a bit different, for example, the question is inside the bracket, not outside, so it will affect only x coordinate. For example, our question is this way, fx plus 2. It is going to affect only x, so this is x coordinate will reduce by minus, and there will be no effect in the y coordinate. So if it is fx plus 2, our column coordinates will be 0 and 2. If it is fx minus 2, to write the coordinate, this is minus 2 and 0, 0 and minus 2. If it is fx plus 2, our coordinate is minus 2 and 0. And if it is fx minus 2, the coordinates, the column vector is going to be 2 and 0. So always remember once again, fx plus x coordinate, and outside is a y coordinate. That's how it's going to affect the shape and the coordinate. Let's do this question number, the question given here. The coordinate of the vertex in the column form is, this is the 1, this is 1, x is 1, and this is minus 1. We have to sketch the graph, and what we have to, in this kind of a form, you can see there is only a shifting from left, right, up and down, but it's not going to affect the shape. So this is the coordinate of the vertex. Now our transformation is fx minus 3. So its corresponding coordinates will be, it is going to affect x-axis. This is going to be 3 and this is going to be 0. There's a minus 3, so it will go into negative direction. So our resultant coordinate will be 1 minus 1 plus 3 and 0. So 3 plus 1, that is 4, minus 1 and 0 is minus 1. So the new coordinate of this figure will be 4 and minus 1. And this is going to be the figure. Even here you can see, because this is minus 3, so it will jump 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So this is the vertex. So that's how these are the coordinates, and this is the figure of the new graph under the condition y is equal to fx minus 3. Let's move to the second question. Now in the second question, this is the graph is given, and if it is fx, now this one is outside the bracket, and we know it very well, when it is outside the bracket, it is changing the y-axis, and its corresponding vector is not going to affect x-axis, so it is 0 and 2. For example, this coordinate, the x coordinate is, say this is point A, the x coordinate is minus 2 and y coordinate is 2. This is plus 2, so it has, we have to add 0 and 2. So the resultant coordinates will be minus 2 and 4. This is minus 2 and 4. So this coordinate will go up here. Minus 2 and 4. This is point B. This was A. Point B is 0 and 0. The shift is Outside, as I told you, 2, only this coordinate is going to be affected, 0 and 2. So if we add it, it will be 0 and 2. So 0 and 2. So this point B will come here. So as you can see that this method, you know the coordinates, and if you have to draw the graph, it is exactly going to be the same shape. As I told you earlier, if it is outside, it will shift 2 points up there. You can see that it has shifted 2 points. So the resultant vector is going to be this one. Resultant graph, and these are the coordinates. Now the next question is this is the curve y is equal to fx. The coordinate of this is the maximum point 2, 3. So we have to draw the graph. So these points are 2 and 3. And plus, we always use plus, we only change sign here. Now this is inside the bracket, so it is not going to affect y. This is -2, so it will move 2 in this direction. So that is going to be 4 and 3. This is the first method. You find 4. Where is 4? This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. So the graph may shift here. We have to only find the coordinates. So these are the coordinates. But if you have to draw the figure of the graph, you can see that this is 2, then 3, then 4. So the shape of the graph is going to be this one, and the coordinates are going to be, we write as a column vector. These are the coordinates of this graph. So that is the answer for this. So if your question says, you can write 4 and you can write 3. This is inside, so the shifting is in this direction. So this is the graph. It is, so this is coordinate A, this is coordinate B, and this is coordinate C. The coordinate A is -2, 0. Coordinate B is x is 0, y is 4. And the coordinate C is x is 2 and y is 0. Now the operation it is showing is fx -4. Means this graph will go down how many points? 4 points. Means, so the new coordinates, this is going down 4, so all will be y is subtracted by 4, because it is not affecting x coordinate. So our new coordinate will be, x coordinate will remain the same, -2, 0, 2. 0 minus 4 is -4. 4 minus 4 is 0, and 2, this is 2 there, and 0 minus 4 is -4. So if we have to draw the new graph, this is a b coordinate, it is 0, 0. So means this point will come here, -2 minus 4, x is -2, and this is -4. So you can see the graph is going to be and 2 minus 4. So you can see that this method is giving you the coordinates, and just subtracting -4 is going downward this 4 points. It is giving you the shape of the graph. Now in this question, the coordinates of P are 3 and -4. Now first part is fx minus 2. So fx minus 2, so new coordinate of p, let's say p dash will be 3 minus 4 plus. This is going to affect x and plus 2, and there will no difference in y coordinate. So new coordinate is going to be 5 and minus 4. So this is 3, so this is 4, so this is 5. So the shape of the curve is going to be, this is the coordinate of this, 5 and minus 4. Now write down the coordinate of the minimum point of the curve, this. Now in this is going to affect x-axis but negative, and this one is y-axis positive. So actually this transformation can be written as minus 5 and 6. Change the sign of this, don't change the sign of this one. So the p is going to be, for the part b, original coordinate is 3 and minus 4, and our change coordinate, negative of this, if it is negative 5, you write plus 5, and this y coordinate will remain the same. So what we are going to write here is plus, this is plus 5, so we are going to write minus 5, and this is plus 6, so we are going to write 6. So 3 minus 5 is minus 2, minus 4 plus 6 is 2. So the coordinate is minus 2 and 2. This kind of a question where we write fx plus 3 minus 5. This is for y-axis and this is for the x-axis. Now we have this question in front of us. So part A is, these are the coordinates. So let's say this is A. The coordinate of A is 5 and 2. Write down the coordinates of minimum point of the curve with equation fx plus 3. Fx plus 3. Its column vector is equivalent to, because it is going to shift only y-axis and in plus direction, so 0, 3. So new point, the coordinate of new point is 5, 2 plus 0, 3. So that is going to be 5 and 5. You can also see here, this is plus 3. So it means this is 5, this is 3, this is 2. It will move up 3 point, 1, 2, 3. So this is 5. So this graph is going to be just here. So the coordinate of this graph, and it will be like this way. This is the shape of the graph and this is the coordinate of graph. So its coordinate will be 5 and 5. What is the second part saying? So x is minus 1 and y is minus 2. And this is 5, 2. So 5 minus 1 is 4 and 2 minus 2 is 0. 4, 0. So for this one, it will going to be, this is 5. Plus 1 means it is moving 1 this direction. So this is 4. And minus 2. Minus 2 means this graph will come here. So this shape is going to be. That's how we write the combinations of the graph. So this answer is going to be 5, 5 and this is going to be 4, 0. This is a cosine graph from cosine graph always passes from one, sine graph passes from this. So how do you know? That is the way to know it. 0 to 540. Now this is fx. If fx is equal to cos x, then this fx after transformation it is cos x plus 3. You can also write this as 3 plus cos x. It means y-axis is increased by 3. So y is 1. We have to increase it by 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will come here. Now this is 1, 2, 3. 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 And this is 1, 2, and 3. So you can see that this graph is going to be, so it will shift 3 points up. Now before I leave, let me explain to you one more thing. There are two more things. Reflection. One is a graph of y is equal to fx. If there is a graph and you have to draw two graph, minus fx and f minus x. This is a reflection in x-axis and this is a reflection in y-axis. If our graph is given like this, so the reflection in this axis is going to be first this reflection, then this reflection will come like this way, and this reflection is, so this is minus fx. And if it is f minus x, then first this reflection, now it is in y-axis, then this reflection. So if it is outside, x-axis will work as a mirror, and if it is inside, this will work as a mirror, the y-axis. So that's all for this question. If you have any other question, please do ask. Otherwise, have a nice time.